This is episode 2 of our Troopy 𝐜𝐸. We are in the Blue Mountains, still have issues with our setup and have to get rid of more stuff. Moving on to the Mudgee area where we are getting a much needed suspension upgrade while camping along the Turon river. We are Joseph, Martijn and our dog Buddy. We have left the grind behind to embrace the freedom of life on the road, trading office chairs for camp chairs and deadlines for dirt roads. Guided by 𝐜𝐸 to travel in a purposeful manner towards a vague destination, we are here to share our journey, stories and tips for living adventurously. Hop in and join as we roam, explore and embrace the unexpected. We are saying goodbye to Sydney, where we have lived for the last 8 years, leaving behind our friends, our apartments and a nice but familiar life. So many things to be grateful for. We had a nice dinner with friends, excellent. Christmas celebrations and farewell drinks.
So finally we are leaving Sydney. Very stressful day because we just finished cleaning the house and still a lot of going on and still a lot of stuff unfortunately inside the Troopy, but we need to do decluttering. And next stop or first stop, Blue Mountains.
So much work to clean up the house and pack the Troopy. It's filled to the rim, so we have to go and do it again. But at least first enjoying our breakfast and then we're going on the way to Blue Mountains for our first stop. We just arrived in our first destination, Owen's house, our friends, and in Mount Victoria, almost a 2.5 hour drive. We're so much looking forward to sit on the couch and sleep in bed after a week of camping at home. We're in the middle of a decluttering therapy session here and make choices of which clothes we're going to bring and which ones we're going to store or throw away. We already did this a few times, but we have to do another time because it doesn't fit. We brought far too much stuff. So yeah, bit of an activity, but hopefully we make the right choices and lose at least 50% of these clothes.
Task for today is to fix the water tank, and then we're going to pack again our stuff because currently it's all over the place, as you can see. Why you look so sad?
I'm actually happy because I hope we found a solution for this bloody water problem. So tried everything, bypassed the hose, changed the water pump, and it keeps on sucking air. And we got this professionally installed, so I thought all of that would have been taken care of. Now I called the original manufacturer of the tank, and it turns out that they connected the water out to the water in situation. So we have been connecting the pump to the wrong outlet all the time. That's why it's sucking air. So hopefully when we now switch it, it does work, but it's just amazing because we pay more than $1,000 for this bloody installation and it's not working. So hopefully we have good news at the end of the day and we have running water and we can take a shower and we can start our trip.
Currently we are at Pulpit Rock And this place is really amazing. We normally come here for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks here in Blue Mountain to watch the sunset.
Last small jobs before we leave. We are at the Sunset Rock today, at the end of the day, looking at the sunset. 1 hour to go, I think. We have just finished the build today of the car, with all the final touches. This is a really good feeling that everything is finished, everything is in the car. Just have to clean up the house tomorrow.
So we are leaving now Mount Victoria. We're heading to Mudgee. So look at this view here. The house we stay for the last 2 weeks.
Thanks a million to Owen and Wendy for letting us stay in your house again. This is a great place that started to feel like home.
Today we just officially left Blue Mountain and we are heading to Mudgee. We'll be there for probably almost 2 weeks because we need to do some suspension upgrade our car.
Finally, after a drive from Mount Victoria, not too far but a bit stressful because I felt the car was hugely overweight, but it's not too bad. We just went to the weighbridge here and it's just under GVM, so just under 3,500. We might need to lose a bit of weight on the go to make sure that we fit in. But yeah, we are here in front of the terrain tamer shop with a local guy that can do the upgrades of the suspension. So we're just going to discuss the situation and spend a bit of money, but at least we are going to have a good ride on our trip, which is great. Mudgee is a nice little town and we used the showgrounds quite a bit in this period.
We are at the market, Saturday market.
They offer a variety of things and it attracts quite a few people.
We dehydrate it, they're not edited, it's no preservative.
Not sure about those kangaroo ears.
Of course, Buddy attracts attention. Did you know he's actually born in Mudgee?
It's pretty here. It's so beautiful weather. Yeah.
Do you want a chicken? So we're here for 2 days in Mudgee. We're leaving tomorrow and we will come back here in 2 weeks' time when we're going back to the mechanic to upgrade our GVM, the suspension of our car. So we're going to do a nice little round for 2 weeks and then return here. We also will probably meet Buddy's breeder, who took care of him for the first 8 weeks of his life. That's pretty exciting. And hopefully we see your mother as well, huh? That would be nice. cooking up some lunch here along the road next to the birth house, or at least what remains of it, from Henry Lawson, who was a famous Australian writer and poetryst, and he died like 1922, so he born end of the 1800s. So before we're gonna taste some wines, we just want to have a bite to eat. We almost lost Buddy just 5 minutes ago because he was running after sheep here, just across the road, so not very nice. But he is back in the car now.
Welcome to Mudgee. We're at 𝐜𝐵 today, so we're doing a mixed tasting. We started with some sparklings, and now we're doing whites, and then we'll move on to reds. It's a beautiful day here today. It was very chilly this morning if you arrived this morning. Yeah, and it's gonna be a nice warm day today, and nice wines, great people, funny dog from Mudgee. Yes.
This is after wine tasting. We got a bottle, and it's so good in here. You guys should check out this winery if ever you are here in Mudgee. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's amazing. Hola. So today we are
wine tasting in Mudgee.
Mudgee.
We are at Burnbury Wines. We have done the sparkling and Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Gris, and we had a Rosé. Now we have an interesting Moscato, which is not that sweet. And yeah, it's actually quite nice. And we are up for the reds now. As the car was too heavy for the bridge at the mechanics, we had to take out some of the stuff from the car. Glad our setup is modular and relatively easy to take out. All the good new stuff for the Troopy. This is the 𝐜𝐸01 GVM set from Turon Tamer. Yeah. No, and also because it's going to be like this all the time, right? So we're going to be quite happy. Perfect.
I don't think you'll be disappointed.
No, I'm looking forward to it because I was like, I wanted to do this bridal track to maybe not with all the heavy load, and it's really heavy sound. You can hear the noise everywhere. Like, okay, we'll just do it after this. Quirky little town with some interesting characters. This is Emily.
Beautiful little friend.
What is the name of this
His
one?
name is Midnight.
Yeah.
He's a Netherlands dwarf, and he just comes with me whenever I come down the street. And he meets people, he smiles, he sits up on my shoulder. Now hop back up on my shoulder, Minnie. And we'll walk around like this. And there we go, he's turned back. And it's lovely. G'day, Eric. He's just a beautiful little fellow, and he brings a lot of happiness to people, which is what we come down the street to do.
Time for a beer and a bite to eat. Checking out the local Irish pub.
All right, Mart, where are we?
We are roughly somewhere between Mudgee and Bathurst. We are along the Turon River. We just camped along the river. We came from Hill End, which is the old mining town, and we are going to another old mining town, and we just coincidentally spotted this place because we were just looking for a place to get lunch.
Yeah, and why we end up here, because when we arrive here, there's a lot of wood.
Exactly, a lot of firewood left by other people, which is good. And we cooked a lot on the fire, a lot of dishes we made, our first damper, and we had a great time here.
What did we
Gonna go to the
cook?
next one. We cooked curry, we cooked pasta sauce, we had two
bread.
dumpers, I think. You made
Banana bread?
banana bread, which is going to be another episode recipe.
Oh, it's part of this episode, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, and what did we do here? Actually, just relaxing.
Relaxing, reading. We took a bath in the river.
Yeah, it's very cold though.
It's very cold.
But we managed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And a lot of wildlife as well, like a lot of birds and even horses in the night. And this
That's
morning
crazy.
somebody killed something with a lot of noise as well. But yeah, it's a really nice place along the rock
countryside.
formations as well.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And a lot of gold was found here in the 1800s along this river as well. This is probably the 934th time that we've taken everything out of the Troopy.
What are we doing here?
We're trying to get a spare part bought for our air compressor. I'm trying to install it now and test it. And if it works, we can put everything back. And that was the last time then that we had to take out the structures. Hopefully.
I am going to make a banana damper. A damper is a thick homemade bread traditionally prepared by the early European settlers in Australia, baked in the campfire.
So many great camping spots along the Turon River. The good thing is you can always reach the best camp spots with the Troopy. Every day a new campfire, so nice. And a refreshing bath. I'm cooking in the Dutch oven. Still need to look it up why they call it the Dutch oven, because I have no idea. But I'm doing carrots, pepper, potatoes, and then fish cakes.
Yummy.
We shall see. Moroccan one for a change.
Luckily, it tasted better than it looks, which, to be fair, isn't a high bar to clear.
Dinner for two. Not sure where Joseph is. This is Sofala, a small town from the gold rush era. Today, just 200 people live here. A quirky little town. course, we have to try the local pub. All of the stock parts of the suspension now in the box. We are here at Stanmore 4-wheel drive in Mudgee. They did the suspension upgrade to the car, and now today the engineer came over from Dubbo to do the inspection and do all the paperwork. So hopefully in 3 hours we'll be able to pick it up. We are fully legal and can hit the road. So with the suspension, the car was from stock increased in height by 2 inches, and of course because our car was so heavily loaded, it was almost 2 to 3 inches down from the original. So it's like 5 inches up, so you can really feel the difference. It's very high, and Joseph almost needs a staircase to get up into the car. So we'll figure it out, and it will settle down over time as well when we drive more and we add more kilos. But yeah, so far huge improvement of driving experience. Feels very solid. The takeaway from this episode: act like a game of Tetris, not Jenga, because if your stack starts collapsing, so does your sanity. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we had fun making it. In the next one, we are starting the lap of Australia for real. Make sure you press the like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode. In the next episode, we will put the new suspension to the test and tackle the bridle track.